All right, Evan, we got a big fight to talk about. First, let me just ask you, get it out of the way. Las Vegas resident, you know it's been a tough week for our community. I got to ask, I mean, you're such a big part of the community now, too, with your school as well. What's it been like for you, man? Has this been a tough one? Has it been difficult to stay focused kind of on the task at hand?
It's definitely been a tough one. You know, I can stay focused on the task at hand. I know what needs to be done, and I'm ready to do it. Go out there and get a win for Vegas. Yeah, but it's definitely been a tough one. You know, I mean, as you know, I think it affected everybody in Vegas one way or another, and it's just horrible tragedy.
Well, let's try to focus on this fight. You got might be the best professional run of your career right now. I mean, you had a bit of down spot there for a little bit, but now you're on this nice win streak. Is there a secret? Is there something you could point to say, man, this is the corner I turned?
I don't think there's any big secret to it. You know, I think the big thing is I got to keep adapting, you know, and I don't just mean in fighting, I mean in training, you know, diet, everything. I got to keep adapting. So, you know, I made a few changes when I got a couple wins and kind of got into the mindset, oh, now I got to do everything I just did. Well, no, the reason for, I think, a little bit of that success was I was changing what I was doing, and I need to always be changing, which is including now. So, you know, one big thing that I've been doing is training at the Performance Institute. I've been taking advantage of that. Might as well. I'm in Vegas, so they've been helping me a lot down there with strength conditioning, diet, everything. Yeah. So I've just been. There's no one thing I can point at besides I'm just adapting. You know. So.
Very cool. As I said, Dunham Jiu-Jitsu is out there. You're, from what I understand, not only it's not just your name on the door. I mean, you're running the place. You're in there teaching classes, all that. I wonder. I mean, first of all, I got to imagine you enjoy it, but I wonder, is it difficult to strike the balance between your own fighting career and running this business?
You know, it is tough. Actually, before I got my first, I opened the gym right around the time I went on the run. So as soon as I opened the gym, I started winning. You know, I'm trying to keep myself busy. Better too busy than not busy enough. You know, for the first year and a half, you know, I was all by myself there. So I was teaching every single class, which was fine by me. But now we're in a position where I was able to pull one of my good friends in. He helps out quite a bit. I'm in there still as much as I can. I try to teach. You know, besides this last week, I haven't been there as much because, you know, I'm trying to get everything together. But I'm usually in there 5 days a week. You know, so I really enjoy it. The guys I have down there, the camaraderie we have as a team is great. It's not work; it's a pleasure to be there every day. So
that's awesome. You expecting a big turnout from your students to come out and see you on Saturday night?
I don't know, man. You know, I haven't been bugging them, you know, that much about it. I'm sure if they're not there, they're going to be watching. But I'm pretty sure we'll have a good number of guys there. Yeah.
Let's talk about bonito. I mean, you said it was a guy you were interested in fighting. I think, you know, style-wise, this could be a lot of fun especially for grappling enthusiasts. But are you expecting this to be a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu showdown, or do you feel like, hey, let's not forget this is an MMA fight?
I think he's got a lot of confidence in his stand-up nowadays. So I think he's going to come right at me. You know what I mean? Which is fine. You know, this is a fight I asked for. I wanted a fight where everybody thought I was going to lose this fight. So that was my motivation behind taking this fight. I'm really excited for it. I know I'm in a really good spot right now. You know, I don't see any flaws in his game. He's got great grappling. He's got good stand-up. You know, I feel I'm right there with him. So I think whoever wins this fight is going to have to gut check it. And I know I can gut check over and over and over again. I've done it time and time again. So I'm going to gas him out in the first, but I know we're both going to gas out in the first, but I recover better than he does.
You mentioned the wars that you've had, man, 8+ years in the UFC now. Talk about just kind of where you feel like you're at in your career. I mean, what goals do you still have that you want to accomplish in the UFC?
My biggest fear in life is to look back and say, what if? So I'm not really a kind of, as far as fighting goes, I don't really set a lot of goals, you know. The only goal I have for myself is to do the absolute best that I can at any given time. So that way I don't have any regrets, you know. So if it's training, I got to train hard. If it's fighting, I got to fight hard. If I have the opportunity to fight, I'm going to fight. So, you know, that's about it.
Main card, pay-per-view, I mean, this is a big fight. What are we going to see on Saturday night? Is this another one of those fight of the night showdowns like we saw last time out? Or are you going there and get this done quickly? What do you think?
Man, I'm going to go in there and fight like I always fight. Well, lately, smart. I'm going to be a smart fighter, man. Like, that's what fighting is. So I have some ideas of what I need to do to beat Bonito, and that's exactly what I'm going to do, and that's what you'll see on Saturday.